I am Daniel Cruz, and welcome to today's podcast. The one about Mr. Sam. For the last 40 years, and today I have Master Mansell Gam. He is online advisor and founder of AI Pro University, none other than Mr. Sam Blake. Welcome to Book 101, Mr. Sam. Can you take a moment?
Thanks. Honor to be here.
Yes, and can you please introduce more about yourself that I miss?
My name is Sam Blake. I am an entrepreneur. I'm the founder of AI Pro University. I'm from Idaho, and I guess you could say I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a huge reader. Uh, Read thousands of books, and that's one of my passions.
So, Mr. Sam, let's talk about the age of abundance, how AI is creating the next wave of millionaires. So, tell us, your topic is premised on age of abundance. How is AI fundamentally different from previous technological revolutions in its ability to create widespread accessible wealth, not just for a few tech elites?
Well, there's never been a technology like this, so you can't compare it to anything. This is basically giving everybody the access to the smartest employee in the world. Um, I stopped hiring high skilled workers, and instead, I hire people from the Philippines and South America, and then I give them access to AI. And then those workers are the most skilled employees in the world. Um, more, they can build an app, they can do anything. So basically, what AI has done, it's leveled the playing field. Anybody can start a company. Anybody can be a rocket scientist. Um, you know, it's it's the information age. It's an explosion of information and abundance. Um, Abundance really comes from information. Knowledge is power, and that's what this is. It's getting access to infinite power.
Mr. Sam, how is AI democratizing high value skills like coding, designs, and data analysis, allowing individuals, small teams to compete with large corporations?
Well, I mean, really, now a team of just a couple people can produce at the same level as a Fortune 500 company with 500 people because of AI. It's going to get more and more advanced. Soon, there's really going to be no need for coders because AI will do it all. Um, so yeah, it's just phenomenal, and I would say the biggest hurdle right now is adaptation to the technology. I would say a lot of people are stuck in. I mean, we've been living away for so long, and then you get up every day, and then you think yesterday is like today, but it's not. We are living in a new age where anything is possible, and that's why I built AI Pro University.
What is the most important shift in mindset required to see and seize the opportunity in this new era rather than fearing displacement?
Well, I would say that just as many people, in fact, probably more people that have found the opportunity as things stand now have been displaced. In fact, I was one of them. I had an advertising company uh, for 10 years. And 2 or 3 years ago, when ChatGPT came out, I didn't adopt fast enough. In fact, I didn't even hear about it while my competitors were using ChatGPT. And they're from China, Russia, all over. What used to set me apart was writing original ads. So here I was writing 50 original ads a day, and I'm wondering what happened here. So what this has enabled anybody to do who's accessing this technology is to, I mean, basically, if you're using the technology, you're going to beat anybody who is not using
Mr. Sam, on the mechanism of wealth creation, what are the new AI native business models that are emerging that were not possible or scrambled before?
it. What you said in this, what are the new models that are impossible, but that were impossible before?
Yes, were not possible or something that we are not scalable before.
Well, I mean, I would say just about anything. Um, let's say, okay, okay, so let me put it this way. If somebody wants to make an app, they can do it for, a $20 a month ChatGPT subscription. Um, so really, every industry, there's not a single industry out there that is not being affected and will be affected to a greater degree because of AI. The cost to produce just about anything has decreased dramatically, aside from physical labor and manufacturing, which is also going to decrease when robotics come out. Um, I mean, we're talking software, we're talking copywriting, we're talking any digital service. In fact, even we are talking manufacturing because anybody can learn how to manufacture something with AI. I mean, we're really talking any industry. So the barrier to entry into any industry has decreased significantly. And so because of that, we're going to see prices drop down significantly. And it's not going to happen overnight. But what's going to happen, and what I've seen happen, is the same products have existed for 10 years. Somebody's going to come in with a lot less money and a lot less employees and build a better one and offer it for a better price. And that person is going to put the big company that's been in business for 10 years out of business. And, it's really a David versus Goliath sort of thing because, the only thing that big company had over whoever decides to build it was the knowledge and the experience and the technological skill. But that simply is a matter of knowing how to communicate with AI and use these tools.
Mr. Sam, how does AI provide unprecedented leverage, allowing a single entrepreneurs to manage tasks that once required an entire team and thus keep margins high?
It it provides infinite leverage in every way in terms of manual labor. I mean, in terms of the things that used to take 30 hours to build now take hours or even minutes. So the fact that it's cutting down the time to create things is just as important as the money that you're saving from paying 5 to 10 developers. So you're saving the time and money, and that's the leverage.
Mr. Sam, is the biggest opportunity in building AI tools or in becoming a power use of AI tools to massively increase your productivity and value is an existing field.
I would certainly say that the opportunity right now is in learning how to use the AI tools, um, and in getting into other industries because, as we know, the building the AI tools themselves, I mean, that's already, I mean, the investments that required to get into the AI industry right now, I mean, you would have to really be involved with some very big VCs, Anderson Cooper, and so I think that the competition is just such a. I mean, if it was something that I could do or felt that I could do, I mean, well, I do have an AI company, an AI education company, but in terms of building LLMs, eh, I just think it's a steep hill to climb. Um, and I think that there are AI services. In fact, we teach people how to become AI consultants and AI freelancers and helping businesses set up AI. So there's that. And there's also, it doesn't matter what industry you're in, you can go into that industry and become the best with AI, whether it's through production, using AI for production, or using AI to gain greater knowledge than anybody else. You've got knowledge to a library of infinite knowledge of every bit of knowledge in the world.
On the practical pathways, Mr. Sam, how are no code AI platforms enabling non technical people to build and automate businesses, effectively creating a new class of digital builders?
Currently, I have not used a single no code builder which is effective. Everything that I build and my team builds is through it is with AI for sure, but piece by piece and using AI to build the code. But the problem with these no code platforms is they want you to keep the code on their server. And so I mean, it's like, what are you gonna do with that? Say you want to upgrade your server, I mean, you can't host this code on your own server. So I don't believe in the no code platforms. In fact, one of the things that I have considered building and would be a great opportunity for anybody who does want to build an AI service is a no code platform where you could build on your own server. Because if you don't have that ability to have it on your own server, you're limited in a lot of ways. I mean, not having admin access, root access to the server is severely limits
Mr. Sam, tell us, as a founder or entrepreneur, what are your short term and long term goals?
you. I would say my short-term goals are to get to 50,000 students. My long-term goals, I would say, to I have a goal to start a foundation uh, to help people with addiction. And then I also have a goal to be involved with super intelligence and helping people get access to super intelligence. And on in a 3 to 5 year plan, that's my goal with AI Pro University.
Good luck to your goals, Mr. Sam, and looking forward for more success. And what will be your piece of advice for those people out there want to be a founder like you?
I would say that education is everything. Um, and whether you're getting that through reading or through AI, however you educate, I mean, some people educate themselves through YouTube. But the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. And I mean, 10 years in business for me, every day is a learning experience. And so, I mean, starting a company is not easy, no matter what industry you're in. So it's just a matter of getting up every day, being humble and willing to learn and never giving up and setting your goals high and believing in yourself and never giving up. If you never give up, there's no such thing as failure. It's just these. It's just everything you encounter that gets in your way is just an obstacle.
Thank you for that advice, Mr. Sam. And can you please recommend a book or books that influence your journey?
Absolutely. My favorite books that influenced me in terms of business and mindset were Zig Ziglar's Secrets to Closing the Sale and also Psycho Cybernetics by Maxwell D. Maltz.
And thank you for that recommended books, Mr. Sam. And with the field moving so fast, how does someone stay updated without, well, become objective syndrome to their choices? What is the endless learning without implementation?
You say, what is the endless learning without implementation?
Yes, please.
Well, that's a great question. That's why we created the university. Uh, there's so much information out there, and I think that what you said is completely true. That we live in this bubble with social media. Uh, there's these algorithms that just feed us what we already know or what we believe, and there's got to be some objective source which tells you this is what's happening in the industry. This is how you take advantage of AI for your own benefit. This is how you monetize it. This is how you get ahead of everyone else. And that's why we created the company to help people like myself who fell behind, who went out of it because I wasn't. I did it. I when I was living in Idaho at the time, I didn't know anybody. I mean, I didn't have any friends there. It was me, my wife, and we stayed in the house all the time. We had just moved there from Puerto Rico, and so because of that, I had no idea about ChatGPT. I mean, I didn't use social media. I use the computers. I have a very nice computer. I use it all the time, but nobody had told me, and so that's why I created the company, and that's what I suggest. If anybody wants a real objective insight into be looking 6 months into the future, where we are now and where we're going, sign up at AI Professionals University.
Very well said, Mr. Sam. Very well said indeed. And what is the most common mistake you see people making when they try to ride this AI wave?
That's, uh, let's say that's an interesting question. Hmm. Well, I would say, to be frank with you, um, that the majority of people that we encounter are not at that level yet. The majority of people we encounter, we are inspiring to take advantage of that AI wave. So I think perhaps more than anything is the biggest the biggest thing that anyone can work on that the majority of people uh, is to enlighten themselves on the infinite opportunity and abundance that is around us now. Because as I said, we're all set. Humans are creatures of habits, and we've been living this way for so long that people haven't been educated on the fact that what wasn't possible 6 months ago is absolutely possible now.
Thank you for that empowering answer, Mr. Sam. And Should individuals be thinking about building a portfolio of AI augmented income streams rather than relying on a simple path?
Well, I would say that um, sometimes the simple path is the best. Um, I would say that multiple income streams is great. Um, However, you can also become the best at any industry, and all you need is to be the best at one industry. And you could be a service provider, you could create a software, but as long as you're the best at one thing, you can make money in any industry. And with the tools we have available, anybody, and I mean anybody, can become a master at anything.
Anybody can do it for sure. And Mr. Sam, before we wrap up our discussion for today, I'm inviting you to please do listen to my other podcast, people. My other podcast, because my abstract essay is already in fifth season, abstract poetry in second season, and my book 101 review in fifth season too, comedy 101 in second season, and my food 101 in fifth season as well, geography 101 in fourth season, and my baby podcast, Law 101 and Mental Health 101, Love Letters in third season, and Movie 101 review and Music 101 in fourth season, and Science 101 and Sex 101 in its first season. Please listen to them wherever you listen your podcasts. So, Mr. Sam, if this AI driven abundance plays out fully, what does the landscape for work, entrepreneurship, and wealth look like in 10 years? Is this a world of micro entrepreneurs and creators?
You ask really good questions, and that is the same question I've been asking myself. There are a couple ways that I see it that things could go. One is the universal basic income, where we're basically living in a communistic society, or socialistic, however you'd want to see it. Two, well, I guess three ways things could go. Yeah, that was a very good question. So then the other thing that could happen, which you know, I certainly hope won't, and that's why I'm here, is that the income gap could get wider and wider, and that the elite could get richer and richer, and the poor will get poorer and poorer. So that's the main reason why I've started this company. Is what you said. I hope and will do everything in my power to make it be the case. I believe that abundance, it comes through information, comes through knowledge. If I could download my brain into any human, they would have the same skills and mindset which it takes to create wealth for themselves. And so that's been my goal the entire time, is to uplift and inspire and educate enough people to create abundance in their lives and also in the economy. And I think that the best direction that we can go as a society is to create a society of micro entrepreneurs. Um, I don't believe that we're in late stage capitalism, as it's been said, I've heard on social media. I believe that because that we can't even comprehend the use cases of AI, that we can't even imagine the growth that is going to happen. I mean, we've got uh, biotechnology coming out. We've got robotics. We've got in addition to the robotics, we've got the automated manufacturing. So we've got all these things that anyone can create abundance with, and then we have the service industries. So I do believe what you asked. I do believe that's a quite a likely scenario, and that's again why we started this company. I think that's the direction society goes.
Mr. Sam, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom to the world. Thanks. I'm hoping for more and more empowering business like this to come. So, can you please invite our listeners to support your business, your advocacy, or whatever projects that you're doing right now?
Absolutely. If anybody would like to learn AI, go to our site, aiprofessionalsuniversity.com. You can also email me directly at sam@aiprofessionalsuniversity.com.
Yes, people, let's support Mr. Sam because if you support him, for sure, more and more empowering business like this to come. So, Mr. Sam, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Most some people see you soon.